I've been a member for years. Now they say I've been a member for 1 year. They offered me to renew for 3 years for a price. I agreed to it and paid it. Then they offered me to upgrade to premium for the remainder of that 3 years for $45, and I paid that. 30 months left on my coverage. No, then I get a mail that says I have to pay them another $160 plus to renew it for another year, even though my card says it doesn't expire until 2024. That sent me into an outrage, and I called them and I got no service, and I have gotten no cooperation since all of this started. And they said it's because they're protecting the environment, and I say it's because they're liars and rip-off artists. I have been a member of AAA since I was a kid, and I'm 73 years old, so turning 73 in January. My family used AAA. I had their car insurance back in 1976. I had, these are 2 batteries that I purchased from them, receipts for those. One of them is 10/23/2018, and the other one 12/7/2014. I renewed my card. They sent me an invitation to renew my card, and I renewed it, and it was an option to renew for 1 year or for 3 years. So I took the 3-year option. Okay, it was a good deal. And so my card, I got a regular classic white card that said it was good until 2024. And then later they sent me an option to enjoy enhanced coverage. So this is the option for that. And it was pay them another $45. And I have my bank statement here, which I did. I paid them the money, and as you can see here, it's circled, and the date on that in August 18th of 2021. So I was okay with that. They sent me a card, a new card. The new card, you can see it here. If you look close at it, you'll see that I have been a member for 1 year, and it expires in September 2024, like my other one said. But they sent this nice little statement to me. They wanted me to renew my card, which I bought for 3 years, and they wanted me to renew it by the 1st of September. But my benefits expire August 31st of this year. If I don't give them another $160, which I already paid for 3 years. So that's my issue. Now, I contacted the customer service on the phone. Young lady who answered the phone as a student. She was working from home. Her dog was barking in the background, and we got into a conversation. I said, "Oh, I'm assuming you're working from home." And I said, "I'm sorry that you have such a terrible job that you have to deal with irate customers, and now you're working from home." And I said, "Can't you find better employment?" And she said, "Actually, it works out very good for me because they pay me a lot of money." And she says, "I have a script. I don't have to have any information except what I have on you pulled up in front of me." And she said, "The information does not go back beyond 2021, August of 2021. I said, how convenient for you. But I said, it's very inconvenient for me. And I told her my problem. And she said, we don't have any 3-year memberships. That was put into effect so that we could save money on cards and we could keep plastic out of the environment. So I said, so this is going nowhere then. And she said, I said, let me ask you this. The renewal notice I've got right now in front of me on my computer said that it's automatically going to be deducted from my checking account using my debit card. And she said, yes, that's true. Now it will automatically happen on August 31st. Isn't that convenient? I said, no, it's not convenient. And she said, why not? And I said, because I don't owe you the money, first of all. And second of all, that card was compromised 6 months ago, so I have a new card. And she said, I'm happy to take that card information right now, and or I'll take any card information that you have that I can bill this money to. And I said, you know what? You're kind of like an old TV. Sometimes you have to smack it around a bit before you get the picture. But I said, the problem is your customer service. You're supposed to handle this dispute that I'm having with them. Now, I was going on a trip. I just got back from making a 1,000-mile round trip to Ohio for a wedding, my wife and I. And we had the card with us. I have not used my AAA benefits for years. Didn't use them on the trip. Here's another thing they did. Immediately, that went nowhere. But then after I filed the complaint with you, apparently they were copied on it. They wrote me a notice that they were dealing with it. Then they sent me another notice on email that said, we are happy to assist you with your problem. Please contact customer service. And they gave me the same phone number I called where I talked to the girl. In other words, they were going to do nothing about it. But in the meantime, I had gone to the local office in Chattanooga and went in to talk to them about it. And the girl says, I've been here 4 years. I don't know anything about us ever having 3-year memberships. And I said, I know you haven't been at this location for 4 years because you've moved your location 3 times in the last 2 years. And she said, we moved into this new location recently. And she said, I can't help you. And I said, I was hoping somebody could help me. She said, no, this program, all it means is that we issue a card every 3 years and you don't get a new card every year. And that's to protect the environment and make it convenient for you because you don't have to swap your cards out in your wallet. And I said, really? There's more plastic in that bottle of Gatorade that's sitting next to your computer than there is in this card. So that's a lame excuse. And she said, well, if you'd like to talk to my manager, he's at lunch and he'll be back in 45 minutes. And I said, I don't have 45 minutes. I just happen to be out here. I have things to do today. And I said, I'm just going to have to take it up with somebody else. And so I said, I would like to talk to your manager. She said, well, you'll have to wait. So I got in my truck and I said, no, I'm not going to wait. I started to back out and this huge guy comes up with a sack full of stuff and he's munching on French fries or something. And she comes out the door and holds her finger up like this to me and told me to wait a minute. And I was already backing out into the driveway. And she starts talking to him, and I'm looking at her. I had my foot on the brake, and he's like motioning like this. He didn't want to deal with me. Uh, so she goes back inside, and I see they're having a conversation. And then she walked out, and she goes like this and points at me and said for me to come in. And at that point, I knew I wasn't going to get any service. Then they sent me a second notice that they were going to draft my account for the renewal. And then they really upset me because they sent me this large envelope. And I want you to get the spiel that they have. This is their con job. Congratulations, Barry Snyder. You qualify for member loyalty benefit level 1. Please confirm immediately upon receipt. What they did, they sent me a new card, and this is for me to purchase travel insurance from them. So they want me to spend more money with them after they ripped me off. And I'm sorry. And my wife says, you're getting your blood pressure up over nothing. Why don't you just send them the money? And I said, I would rather have my money back for what I paid because I have not used the benefits. And now they're trying to charge me $600 and some dollars for what I already paid $160 for. If you count $160 some dollars every year for 3 years, I said, you're getting close to $500. And I said, so they're wanting to charge me all this extra money. And I said, at least $350 extra for the remainder of my term, which is 2 years. They promised me that it was just going to run to the end of my 3-year program. So that's why I'm so upset about it.